What is making the wheel of samsara turning? What is keeping us feeling stuck in this world, and sometimes we would like to escape, especially when it's not going as I like, whether in my personal life or at the economic, political, whatever level. So the dream of betterness is what is keeping the wheel turning, because the mind works in terms of preference, like and don't like. So he wants to face what he likes and turn back to what he does not like. So the mind is in a perpetual business world, trying to get what he likes, what makes him comfortable, and to escape what does not. So we want good and we don't want bad. The mind wants pleasure and not pain. The mind likes to feel high and not down, to feel open and not closed. So that is the play. Maya is kept like this by this preference. So there is nothing wrong with that, because without this preference of the mind, there would not be this experience of Maya, this illusion of time and space. That's how we as consciousness created this play. So it's absolutely perfect. It has been made in a way, an amazing way. But when we feel stuck in the play and we feel like an hamster in his wheel, turning around and wondering, maybe I can escape from that wheel of samsara. So the dream of betterness, if we understand and have the clarity to see, is how the mind is working. So it's not about changing the mind, because the mind is as it is and it works like that. So we choose between a coffee and a tea and this and that. So the mind is having an experience of free will, of choosing in this plane, and that's how this dream of time and space is kept. So we can either suffer from it or enjoy it. So if we feel stuck as an I, as a separate being, individual, with depending on outer objects and situations, then we feel stuck. And we keep on trying to manipulating the world outside and inside. The mind is a great businessman. He's busy trying to get what he likes and disregard what he does not like. That's also what Jesus in the temple was kicking the tables of the merchants. So what does it mean? Is realizing this play of the mind, which is a business, like the merchant in the temple. He said, you are spoiling the house of my father. So it means that the mind prevents us, when we are caught in it, prevents us to realize that consciousness, or the house of his father, consciousness, the self, is not caught in anything. So to realize this functioning of the mind, and the mind has to work 24/7 to control the world, inside, outside. So this realization is not about to change, but just to observe how it works, to understand and to have this clarity. And the more I observe, the more I understand, oh, am I myself stuck in this? So this is called self-inquiry. to look at this one, I, me, who think he has a control on things because he always thinks to be better. So it's a very natural tendency of nature. Even nature is working like that. Nature will find its way, like a tree, to grow better, how to get more water, how to do this, how to enjoy more sun, to go more in the direction of up to the sun. So nature is itself working like that. So nature and mind is part of nature, so it works like that. So it's not about changing nature, but it's about understanding that it works by itself, nature. Great intelligence is the great intelligence which is much beyond the small I, identified individual being. So the great intelligence is working through that tendency, trying the best, and to avoid what is not fitting. But if I am stuck as an I, and I think I am part of that, it's all depend on identification where I place myself. So if I'm placing myself as an ant who is struggling and to always get the best, and if I identify with that, and I think it's really me, what I am, then I will go from suffering to happiness, pain and pleasure. We cannot avoid that. But to question that and to see that I is an illusion, and in truth I is doing nothing, I is not existing, I is not knowing anything, but this great intelligence, life, is a doer, is doing everything. So I just have to realize that I do not exist. I don't know anything. I am nothing. This I. And then what is left? Only that, the great intelligence in the play of nature, doing its work. And then who am I? I am this silent observer, the witness consciousness, which is not even involved in the play of nature of this great intelligence in the plane of physical, astral, causal. There is nothing which can touch that, what I am as consciousness. So consciousness is just like, you can say, invisible or like space-like. It's beyond this quality, but the closest description could be like space-like, invisible, transparent, untouched by anything, self-luminous. So that's how we can transcend the dream of betterness, not by trying to stop it, or to control the mind, or to control nature, control the world, control the political situation, control. I is the one who wants to control because he is in danger when things are not going like he likes. So I need to always work his ass for that. Yes. So, and we see how it works in the world. You see the present situation also in the world, which is also bringing some feeling of fear to the individual person because of insecurity or any kind of feeling like that. But if we stay open, and we are really deep within searching for the real stuff, then even the hardest situation will be seen as a blessing. Every trigger will be experienced as serving me to awaken from this dream of betterness, from this dream of time and space, where there is war, killing, raping, all these things which is unacceptable for me, because me want what is fitting him. Yes, but to accept the unacceptable, to learn to treat pain as pleasure, is what will awaken us from this dream of betterness, from the wheel of samsara, to realize we never been part of this wheel of samsara, this illusion, as consciousness. So for consciousness, it's a play. Even the play of going back home to regain awareness of what you are, it's also a game. For consciousness, there is nothing to do because there is no time, no space. It's already perfect as it is. For us as consciousness, there is nothing to do. Doing nothing is being. So the play is going on inside, outside, the economical, political, the inner search, the game to find peace inside and whatever. All that is a game of consciousness. Consciousness is always at peace, independent from everything, and that's what we are. So let's enjoy the play, and by this intensity of searching, this objectless desire, because all desires will take us always to the outside. Desire this, and then this, and then this. One bring another one. We satisfy a desire, then it will bring another desire. So it's an endless chain of desire. Again, nothing wrong with that, nothing to suppress it, to change it, just to realize that my deepest desire is this objectless desire to be in my own self as consciousness, which is independent, free, loving itself without conditions. All what we are dreaming at the relative level is in truth included in our nature as beingness, consciousness, as the self. So it's just to change the direction. Instead of looking out to try to grasp, control, manipulate, just to realize, bring back attention to attention itself, and to live as this consciousness attention. And this call from within is activating somehow consciousness to bring this realization more and more. And it is consciousness who is doing it, because the more we go, the more we realize that I do nothing. All my practices, all my quest, all my things, it was all that consciousness who is doing everything. Then life is seen as a teacher, as a guru, as consciousness, as my own self. There is no difference between guru, God, consciousness, self. It's all what I am. And the play is seen as something which is happening in the ground of being. So, with all that, I thank you very much for listening. Always a pleasure to share with you. And you can like the video, subscribe to the channel. And otherwise, I also work as a transpersonal coach. Feel free to contact me on the link below to have a free call together. I will see you very soon. Thank you. Namaste.